Hey, it's just so Trish, and this is my getting back on the Trim Healthy Mama plan. So, I have decided to go back. I started Trim Healthy Mama in December of 15, and I did it until the end of February of 16. By the time I was done, I have a whole video of why I was over it, and I'll link it in the description. So seriously, when you're done, watch it. And you'll see why this is so important. Okay, so I did it, and it was really just revolutionary for me. I felt a sense of healing, but as time went on, I felt horrible. I felt horrible, and I began to just become run down, and it became evident. And I also like to change things up, so that's probably why. And what it is, and if you are not familiar with Trim Healthy Mama, just Google it. Just YouTube. You can just do THM. I have company. No. So, it is essentially separating your carbs from your fat and not eating them together. I like to consider it's a balancing act between having a low carb meal and having a Weight Watchers meal, like an Atkins meal and a Weight Watchers meal. No sugar in the midst. And eating every 3 hours. So that's like the premise. As a longtime Weight Watcher, I did not want to eat any low-fat food. So essentially, I turned something that so many people have success with into a low-carb diet. And what does a low-carb diet do to you over the long term? It wears you down. And that's what I did. And I just had I was like, man, I don't know why. And so then I literally left it and flung myself into nothing but low fat, which has been highly, highly helpful. Done great. I mean, I was down to 162. I mean, I lost like 8 pounds. So, but when stress comes on and you're not putting fat into your diet, it is not good. So anyways, after much consideration and realizing I love Weight Watchers, it has always worked, but in a time of stress and conflict, it does not ever work. I can't have the self-control to do it. So I decided to go back to the Trim Healthy Mama, and I will put links. I will put links in the description for the plan book. Great. This plan book is wonderful. I still have to go back and reread and find out, like, what is this ingredient for again? And then also, and I'll tell you, yeah, I know. The cookbook. I relabeled mine. Mine was not this beautifully done until this was part of my, I'm going back in. Okay, so the thing is, with the Trim Healthy Mama, these girls have got a large number of kids. They have a cookbook that is just, there's all the things. All the different categories. I love it. So you have like crock pot, skillet, dinners. Here's your casseroles, salads, breads, and sides are in there. Then like this pack right here is all your mornings. So you want eggs, do you want grains, do you want pancakes? See all the red? Those are all dessert categories. From muffins, cakes, the whole 9 yards. Everything in green are different types of drinks. The different categories of drinks. And then chips, crackers, condiments. And then they even have a meal that kind of goes back over the system, the method. Well then, because I got to get smart about this, I put all of the single serving sections they have. So single skillets, single soups, single salads, single muffins, and single cakes. I can just kind of categorize that out. All right, so here's my rules for myself. I have to have an E a day. I have to make it a point to eat an E a day. And not run away from fruits because I can't figure out how that fits in. Not allowed. I have to eat an E a day. So I am making a point that I'm going to eat an E a day. And that's it. Well, that's my main rule. In order to make it work, of course, like my memory is just like shot. I'm like, how did I do this again? So my poor girlfriend, I'm like texting through the night. Hey, I'm at Walmart. Which one? I'm like taking a picture of the salad dressings. Which one again? Kind of deal. So, one of my favorite parts though, getting back, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, is I had a couple of motivators to bring me back. The encouraging homeschool mom, Jarmel. I don't know what it is. The last few times I have not wanted to be in the kitchen for the last few months. I don't want to cook. I just don't want to be part of that. I'm in denial. I have to cook every day. And for some reason, I can watch one of her videos on cooking and I will find myself in the kitchen cooking. I just feel like I'm with a sister. She's in her kitchen, I'm in my kitchen, and I will start cooking. If I need to start cooking, I have to watch a video. I won't make the same thing, and that she's been very motivating as she talks about how she just uses what she has and she makes do, which is what I have to do, and how she is cooking for a large family plus doing Trim Healthy Mama. So that's hugely helpful. The other aspect is when you watch your local friends melt away. They're consistent. It's been a slow melt, but it's been a consistent melt that you know they're owning. Not like an instant shrink. Like me, I instantly shrunk. Kind of deal. The other aspect is because the recipes are so... It is... In one book, I can make a menu plan. And I know that seems kind of ridiculous. Like, you can make a menu plan out of any cookbook. But I have this feels so much easier. One book, I could come up with what we need to make for a menu plan. And it's just a huge help for me with the cookbook. I don't know how to explain it. I literally, even the meals I'm used to making, I'm so dumbfounded to figure out, like, what should I make? If that makes sense. I'm just so, I don't know. You know, I just can't ever think of it. And it's so much easier to go through here. So I made a menu, weekly menu print up. I'm going to post it in here. It's nothing spectacular. And I'll probably maybe make it pretty in the future. But I'm going to show it to you. And it's because my thinking's different. The idea of like saying Monday we're having this, Tuesday we're having that, Wednesday we're having that. That just shuts me down. Oh my goodness, they're playing the Wii. I don't know if you can hear it. It just shuts me down. And I need to plan on what the kids are eating, not just what I'm eating. And then half the time I feel like I got to the store and I didn't get it. Okay, so here we go. Here is my menu. That's it. I know, it's nothing much. It actually has the little lines there. I just didn't make them bold because I didn't want it to feel constricting. See, I have like visual issues. So what I did was I came up with, like, for the breakfast, here are the different things we're going to eat for breakfast. And then we're going to put two times if we're going to have that twice, if we're going to have that once, whatever. So I only came up with 5 because for us, 5's enough in a week. But then I also wrote down what I'm going to eat for breakfast, what I'm going to make sure I have to eat for breakfast. And I put whether it's an S or an E. And I put the page on what page it is. I put the page. So I know where to find it in the cookbook, so I'm ready to go. I'll have this on my fridge. Same thing with lunch. We went through, yes, I feed my kids chicken nuggets. Yes, we do grilled cheeses. Yes, we would have done raviolis in number 10 can. Because I do that. No judgment there, folks. Come on. It's in balance. It's in balance. So I knew what to pick up and to be reasonable. Like, we're not going to eat frozen little pizzas every day. But, you know, once a week is fine, kind of deal. But then I also made a list of what I'm going to have. And I also kept an opportunity so I can have leftovers. Now, dinner, I ended up not really segregating because we're going to eat the same dinners. Again, I still put whether it's S in the page numbers. And then I did snacks. So what I'm trying to get into is this is a week between Tuesday to Monday. I know it's not a typical segregation. And to plan and prepare mentally to shop on Tuesdays. With that said, oh my goodness. It doesn't matter. Because even just making this will probably last me more than a week. Kind of deal. So I do that. And as I write down what it is, I first started with dinners. As I write down what I'm making, on the back I have, I know this is so written on the back I have like these different boxes, and I just start writing it. And you'll see, like when I did chicken, I wrote chicken breast, and then I just wrote 2.5 pounds, 2.5 pounds. You know, I just kept writing quantities next to it. So, like diced tomatoes, 28 ounces, you know. And then I started writing a code, like, am I picking it up at Aldi's, Walmart, Sam's, Publix, Winn-Dixie, kind of deal. And I wrote that down. So then, when I did go shopping, when I see, no, that's not it. I don't know where it's at. Oh, when I went, I just wrote by the store, and then I circled if I couldn't get it there, and then I had to add extra stuff because like, oh yeah, I need that. So this is my first draft. I will have a link to it so you can. I'm actually going to save the link as a Word document. So you can change it any way you want. If you make it like super awesome, email it to me at justsotrish@gmail.com because I might want to use it. So yeah, edit this all you want. It's not really going to do much kind of deal. But it really was a sanity saver because sometimes like I'll make it, I'm like, I don't know what I need. And it worked out really good. And I was able to cross out like, oh, I don't need that. Oh, I don't need that. I realized afterwards I probably needed more room in the dairy section. But whatever, you can make that work for you. And I probably don't need as much room in the baking. But like I said, it's in progress kind of deal. So that's what I did. It's week 1. I started actually yesterday. Later on, I will show you my wellness journal that I've created. You know, it's another one. I started, you know, this isn't it. This is a different book. I love these little books. I had one for Weight Watchers that I'm going to put away. And I have a new one, and the new one's purple for Trim Healthy Mama. And I'm keeping track of my measurements. I'm actually logging in the first week of food that I eat. And I might do the second week only because I'm having to learn to, going back to eating on a schedule. And I'll be honest, I don't know when to eat. And the reality is every 3 hours feels like very frequent. It is like, already, we're here again already. But learning to eat that. And it was funny because I didn't plan it to be out past 9 o'clock. And like last night, I didn't get home till 10:30, 11 o'clock. My poor kids, I made them stay up. I'm like, you're helping with all the groceries. And I realized when we were leaving Walmart, I was like, it has been 3 hours since I ate. I'm like, find the cheese sticks and get me an apple. Because that's, I don't know, I think that's an E. It was an E meal. And I'm still trying to categorize what's what. But so I figured if I did a week and wrote down the times I eat and what I eat, it's going to make a difference. So with that said, I am drinking my bulletproof coffee. My bulletproof coffee is going to make it kind of hard to have an E breakfast. Not impossible, but kind of hard. So I have to find my balance kind of deal. And adding my internal collagen. So, have any of y'all had this, like where you've left Trim Healthy, you're coming back to Trim Healthy? I'm going to tell you, I think the powerhouse of Trim Healthy is the cookbook. As a mama, this cookbook is a lifesaver. In fact, I wouldn't mind if they did a collaboration of, hint, hint, Serene and Pearl. A collaboration of all of these bloggers and stuff to start making, like, here's breakfast Trim Healthy style. Here's, you know, like little books. Anyway, so now I'm just jibber-jabbering. Guess what? It is a long video, forgive me. I haven't talked to you all week. I am going to start doing not the, not any recipes out of the cookbook, but I am actually going to start doing a Just So Trish test kitchen. Yeah, I'm going to do a test kitchen every Friday. Hopefully this Friday. Anyways, I'm going to do a THM test kitchen, and I am going to find a recipe on Pinterest, and I'm going to test it out. So, those Pinterest, well, you know, I'll be advertising. I'll be giving you a link to their recipe, and we'll be trying it out. And I'm just going to look, and I'm building a Pinterest board to give me ideas on what to do. So if you have any that you think I need to test out, leave me a link to that blog. Because I don't exactly know what I'm going to do this Friday, but I'm going to do something. It'll be kind of cool. So anyways, I will talk to you later. Another long video. I will go silent, and then I'm just chat kind of deal. So I will talk to you later.